There we go.
Hello everybody, today's Tuesday, December the 11th, and I am here this evening and excited about it because Laurel was telling me that she's got this wonderful job, and this lady that she works for writes a letter every year, so she's going to read that to us. And it's got pictures and everything, and it's got the highs and lows of the year.
Yeah.
What's her name that wrote it? Can you say?
Carolyn McFadden's.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it titled?
It's just her Christmas newsletter that she writes every year.
Oh, okay.
It's 2018 McFadden News on Pacific Way.
Oh, I bet she lives. Oh, I know where. I kind of know where she. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll see there's an adult foster home there
Oh,
where
okay.
I work.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's where it's at. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear how her year was.
Okay, and 2018 has been a challenging one to say the least, but praise the Lord, He got me through all the hurdles that were thrown at me. We have to take the bad with the good. On February 3rd, I was hospitalized for 2 days with a mini stroke and UTI. Twice in March, I went to the ER for the same, but was sent back home since I live in a care center. On Easter Sunday, April Fool's Day, my faithful driver Bob was getting me out of my van to go into Sunday school when he accidentally lowered the lift to ground, causing me to fall about 3 feet. Thankfully, the wheelchair protected me from getting injured. However, it ended up costing me about $6,000 to repair my hydraulic lift. I also ended up having to spend $1,918 to repaint some rust spots on the outside of my van. After all was done, I broke down and paid to have my van detailed, cleaned inside and out. I don't think they left a speck of dirt anywhere. The seats were all shampooed, the windows and outside were spotless, and the van is all waxed for the winter. I've also been plagued with UTIs all year long. I ended up being diagnosed with MRSA on October 1st. So far, antibiotics took care of that. Waiting to get into the urologist. Larry, my Sunday school teacher, is now driving me to and from church and appointments as Bob is ill again. I hope Bob gets better, though. He's a nice guy that's helped her quite a bit. Doctor's
nice.
appointments and stuff. And it's just nice that people will sacrifice their time to help somebody.
Yes. And now, are those services out of volunteer chore services?
They just do it because they want to.
Oh, just out the kindness of their heart.
Kindness of their heart, yeah. For no reason at all, just to do it, to help.
And that is a lot of help.
And
for
some people, they have a reason for doing stuff.
Right, right. Oh, that's really kind.
It's like we went shopping yesterday, and I had fun taking her shopping.
Oh, and they appreciate the companionship.
Although all the people that stare, I thought, what?
Yeah, I don't know why they're staring.
Who
But.
knows? Now off to the fun and blessings. On July 4th, I was in our Longview Go Forth parade with owners, Heidi and Corey, to represent adult foster homes. My van was all decked up with signs and balloons. I had a ball blowing bubbles from my wheelchair. Kids and adults alike were popping them and yelling, "Bubbles, bubbles." They also took me to the fair again, where I really enjoyed myself petting animals and chowing down on good food. On October 20th, thanks to my niece, Joanne Vincent, who lives in Chandler, Arizona, and all my caregivers and church friends, I had a perfect 70th birthday party. I had a chocolate cake with raspberry filling and chocolate frosting. I got 8 helium birthday balloons, flowers, PJs, towels, sheets, socks, wallet, and lots of other goodies. We had turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and gravy catered by Safeway on Thursday by a resident's daughter. Our caregiver Laurel did the trimmings. We had apple pie, apple, pecan, and pumpkin pie from another resident's daughter. Another perfect celebration. Here's wishing you and your family a Merry Christmas and blessed and prosperous 2019. In His love, Carolyn. The thing is, not everybody with MS lives to be 70.
That's amazing.
Most of them are gone. She said she's been in her 30s.
Wow.
Nice lady.
She sounds
Very
like
nice.
a wonderful
And
lady.
I've had her print out stuff for me to put on charts, like
Yeah.
to improve it.
Yeah, just positive things. What a bad first half of the year for her, but then she
Yeah.
turned it into something really positive, and those are the people that I like to be around. Really positive.
Yeah, and I enjoy taking her places in her van. I don't
Yeah.
mind. I've even taken her to church before.
So you said that with the people that you work with, so people can just volunteer taking them to and from their appointments, or
Well, only if you work there.
okay, so you have to be
Yeah.
employed there.
Yeah,
Okay,
you have to
so
be employed.
right, because I know that Volunteer Chore Services in Longview also provides rides
Yeah.
And then some of the grant monies or funding donations that they get goes for like a gas card or an oil change, something like
Well,
that.
where we're at,
But it's volunteer.
You'd have to have like a background check and stuff as well.
Well, yeah,
You know.
same with volunteer chore services. You have to fill out the paperwork, background check, state patrol check, and then you're able to do it. And, but yeah, they have to interview and be qualified to do it. But do you think there's more of a need for that with some of the people that you work with?
I could ask my boss about that, but pretty much we all help out. Chip in.
Yeah.
Either me or her will take somebody somewhere. Like
Yeah.
I borrowed her van to take another patient somewhere.
I think
Nice.
Heidi knows kalei.
Oh, okay.
Heidi Zimmerman, do you know her?
Yes, I do.
That's
who
my
you
boss,
work-
yes.
Oh, what a small town. Well, she has another, doesn't she?
No,
have
she just has the one.
Just the one?
Yep.
Okay, she didn't have the one out
Pardon me, I had to get down.
out of the Robbins edition. She didn't have that one out there.
That's her there, but have you seen Heidi in a while?
I have not.
She is really skinny now.
Well, she is. Well, she was beautiful.
And she has
but
6 kids.
Wow.
I just love her to death. Like I said, we had the interview here on the show. That was her.
Oh, I don't know if I saw that one. Did I? I don't think I did.
You didn't see that show?
No,
Oh.
I don't think I did. I'll have to watch it tonight when I get home.
That was a good one.
Yeah. So tell me more about your job. I mean, you were just talking about what you.
I enjoy being a caregiver, and I don't mind taking them. I took one lady to the bank if she had to go, and if she has doctor appointments, I take her. If Heidi can't take her,
And it's just as rewarding for the people that
Yeah.
volunteer too.
and you get to know the person.
Yeah.
They'll tell you stuff they wouldn't tell you if they were there, because they feel more comfortable.
You stopping by the bar or anything with
No.
them, having a little sippy,
There you
a
go.
little beverage. So what about Christmas for you? I mean, what other things do you
We
do?
have like a Christmas party there.
Oh, you
and we get presents for all the residents. We have the party with the residents. We have
And
it
how many
together.
residents do you have?
We have 6.
6. And then how many people work there and care for them?
There's 4 of us.
Wow. And you've worked there for a while.
5 years now. But I worked for Heidi a few years back too.
Yeah. So you must
And I'm
love
her
it.
house manager. I love it.
Oh, I bet they love you.
Yes, they do.
So I heard that you brought the trimmings then for the Thanksgiving dinner. Now, does their family come and visit them often, or?
Some not very often, but the one she ordered, she had me go get the dinner at my Safeway on 15th, because
Oh,
I know
okay.
they'll wait for their money, and they know me, so that helps.
Oh.
And I told her, I know what to order, so let me do it, because she was kind of worried, will there be enough food? I go, don't panic. Let me take care of it. I'll get it done, and I did.
And
there
I'm
was,
sure
there
it
was
was
plenty,
perfect.
and there was leftovers, yes.
Good.
So I got a whole turkey and everything.
Yeah. So that was your Thanksgiving there.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
I enjoy it.
Good.
And I've cooked for them before. They like my cooking.
Mhm.
Although the one she says, you're not looking at a cookbook. I said, I don't need one.
Oh, you're one of those. Yeah.
I'm
My
one of
sister
them.
is too. Hey, Kina, what's that recipe? Well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that,
Pinch
just
of this,
maybe
pinch of that,
And then when you
put it over
taste it, I'm like, I need to have it written down. So, well, I had Thanksgiving this year with my kids. I went to Hawaii and we didn't do turkey. So they decided to do steaks. So we did all the, we did stuffing. We didn't do a lot of the regular, like what we do here on the mainland. But, like my son made macaroni and cheese. And I think we did do stuffing and corn. And then my daughter just moved to a condominium, and outside they have these barbecue areas where you can barbecue. So we brought the steaks out there ready to barbecue them. And we get there, and we didn't realize it wasn't propane; it was charcoal. So we didn't have any charcoal. So we just ate all the rest of the stuff. But it was really nice. But it was good being with family. But so what are you most thankful for this last year and the year to come?
I'm thankful for my grandkids. Thankful for my son.
I'm waiting to meet your son.
Thankful to be healthy. I'm going to try to get him on the show.
Yeah, that'd
Candace
be
would
great.
like that.
Yes.
Well, he had a tumor and they removed it. It's like the size of a grapefruit. But it's
When did they
gone
do
now, and he
that?
has to have chemo, but he gets headaches.
When did he do that?
Surgery, wasn't that like 2 years ago?
That was just this last
About a
year.
year ago. Sorry, about a year ago.
And how old
That
is
was
he?
pretty scary. He's only 38.
Oh, young. Yeah. Wow, so he's doing okay now?
Yeah.
Good.
And he's back working and he's exercising.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. What are you thankful for, Candace?
Being retired.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Candace Benton's retired.
Well,
She
I-
asked me when I get to retire. I told her 30 years from now.
Well, I'm also thankful for coming back to Lynn's and being in the show.
Yeah.
And I'm also grateful because I met a neighbor who's been my neighbor for 9 years, and I didn't even know it, and that's Lynn over here. And we have a lot in common. We
You
get
guys are
along
neighbors?
great. Yeah, we're neighbors. I had her over for Thanksgiving dinner with
No
my
way.
family.
What? You've been neighbors and didn't know it?
Didn't know it.
Oh, so like, do you live like?
Block away.
That's close.
Half block.
Wow.
Half a block. Yeah, we even went to the Shamrock and had a drink one night or two. And some
Yeah.
guy kept staring at me and staring at me. I said hi and he left.
Oh, you scared him.
That's good.
So, Lynn, what are you thankful for?
Family and friends.
Family and
There
friends.
you go.
Family and friends too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
thankful for anything else?
That I'm alive.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good. Lynn's thankful for family and friends and that she's alive. And I'm going to vouch for her with the family because I grew up and graduated with her sister. And her mom was my Girl Scout leader. Or Girl Scout or Brownies. I can't remember. Brownies. Okay. Brownies. I got to remember that. I think, I can't. Is it this one? Girl Scouts or Brownie?
No, a long
Yes.
time.
Okay. If you started, I might be able. Do you know the beginning?
I can't even remember it. And I went through it, how many years? We went through it together.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I loved it. Some of my brothers were Boy Scouts. I'm thankful for a present that I got tonight from Candace Benton.
That was
She got
very
me
sweet of her.
lotion and body spray and marshmallows and hot chocolate, and she got me some socks. Want to see them?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, let's see them. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Woohoo! Hubba hubba.
Thank you for the socks, Candace. I love them. Yeah, so this next year, I was thinking about some of the things from this year and some of the things for next year. And
I'm also thankful that I took off a lot of weight and didn't even try.
how'd you do that? Do tell.
Just cut back on what I eat, and I'm just so busy all the time.
Such a struggle for me. Up
You're
and
not
down.
even. You're
and
not
up.
even heavy.
Well, thank you.
You look
know,
nice.
Thank you.
You should have all the men falling at your feet.
They're not. But you know what? I like food. Let's
We all like food.
Hawaiians like food.
Yes, they do.
You know what I
Lots of
mean?
food.
And we don't do like a lot of lettuce.
Not
We
much.
do kalua pork and cabbage, lau lau,
What is
spam.
Lalo?
Lau lau, it's you take tea leaves and then you put in there a little chunk of fat for the grease, and then you put in chunks of beef or pork or chicken or fish.
Sounds good.
And then you wrap it up in these leaves that creates the moisture, and then you wrap it up in, I think it's banana leaves, and you steam them. And they are so delicious. And then you
Okay.
unravel it, and then you can eat the leafy part. That's it's kind of like a spinach, and the food, but it is delicious. But that's a lau lau. And Costco makes them in Hawaii, and you could buy them already like cooked. But then all you have to do is steam them. So we had those while I was there. But yeah, we're not into like a lot of carrots, a lot of, and every time we get together, Ohana nights, it's like everybody brings poo-poos, which are hors d'oeuvres, and it's,
I like to try different foods from different, countries.
you do.
I tried octopus when I was over there.
Oh, I love octopus.
Oh,
Calamari is good.
Yeah.
love that. Yeah,
You ever had rattlesnake? But you better cook it outside. It's very good. It tastes like chicken.
that's what they say. Okay, wait, hold it, time out.
No, it's
I've
good.
heard that before.
It's good. We cooked it outdoors. It was good.
Why do you have to cook it outdoors?
Oh, it stinks.
Is it gonna
to
come
high-
alive and-
No, it
Oh, it
stinks
stinks?
to high heaven. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm not going to eat anything that stinks. That's my rule.
No, I
But
tried
no-
it once. It was good.
But I'm thinking about
Beaver
like
tail's good.
I worked out a little bit last year, and Candace knows me very well. I don't care to do it. I just don't like it. You know what I mean? It's like some people really love.
Well, I just
working
say
out.
eat in moderation. Eat what you want. You just don't need a whole lot of it. But if you're happy with how you look, big, small, or in the middle, hey, stay
Yeah,
there.
you're right. No, I'm totally a believer in that. That no matter, I don't think it's about how I look that bothers. It's health, because there's a lot of heart issues on both sides of my family.
Same here.
And also cancer is very relevant in my family with the women. And so being healthy, eating right, taking care of yourself is so important. So I think a lot of my frustration is that I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, I drink a little bit, but I don't work out and I don't watch. So it's not a good balance is what I'm saying. I'm not whining. I'm sorry, but I'm not whining about it. I'm just saying I haven't found a good balance of intake and then external working out or something.
Gotcha.
But again, I know we talked a couple shows ago that maybe someone was going to show us yoga aerobics or something. One of you doing
She's
that?
Laurel.
Was you?
I did Zumba with Greg over
That's
at the
what
gym
it
for a
was.
while. Because it is good for arthritis.
You know, Greg, I actually reached out, and I don't know.
And it's good for nerve damage. I have a lifetime membership there, and I haven't even been there. Because him
And you're still
him
losing
and my
weight.
boyfriend are very close. That's why he gave me a lifetime membership.
Laurel, you have a
True
boyfriend?
story. No, I had one. He's up here.
Oh, that's what I thought. I thought you
He
just
was
said.
14 years younger.
Okay, because
I don't have a man now. I haven't found one. But if a nice guy comes along, you doggone right. I'm going to jump
think we
on
should-
that train, girl, and I'll keep going.
I think we should do speed dating for Laurel and Kent. Lynn,
No.
you have a
No
boyfriend?
speed dating. Don't like things
I'm
fast.
thinking we should do a Lynn's speed dating event.
Huh?
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
So we're gonna do one for,
I think he backed out of that one.
I look
think
at it this way: the good Lord will find one if there is someone out there.
You know
There
what?
could be someone out here. You never know.
You know what I think?
What?
I don't think that you're I don't think that you're looking for Mr. Right. I think you're waiting to be found. That's the difference, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like externally looking for somebody, you know, if somebody comes along, that's great.
Because I'm very outgoing. You can ask Candace. I just talk to everybody. You know? Like my son, he would take me to a bar and we'd get all the drinks free.
Well, there's hope for you. And tell you what, everybody, in 2019, we're all having a date. Not with each other. But I think that as soon as
I'll
one of
date
us
you.
goes on a date, we have to tell it on the show. We have to confess. What do you think? I'm not
Sure.
asking for all the details unless you want to share. But I'm just thinking that maybe, you know, as we move into the next year, if that happens, maybe we all put in $1 and whoever gets first date gets the money.
oh my gosh.
Candace will be the winner.
No, it'll be you or Clay. Or Lynn over here.
It wouldn't be me. No, because I literally
So
have.
beautiful, why?
You're very
Thank
busy.
you. You know, well, no, it's like, so I was divorced in 2001. I had a relationship 2 years later for about 6.5 years off and on. Then I waited for 5 years, dated someone for about 6 months, and that's 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because I'm busy. I'm not open to
A lot of
it.
guys are intimidated.
Do you
by
think?
businesswomen.
Yeah, and women that are busy, it bothers them. You should be there for me.
Okay, I'm going to.
Do it for
I'm
me.
going to agree with you because somebody told me, Clay, my life wouldn't fit into yours. You're just too busy. Great, stay out of my life because I'm not changing. You know what I mean?
Well-
I love doing things for the community. I love the nonprofit. I like going on trips if I want to, and I love my job. I felt like for a long time I put a lot of people first in my life, you know, which is natural, I think, when
gotta put
you're
yourself
married
first.
and you have kids and you have family. But this was like the last year where I thought, you know, my kids are graduated, they're grown, and I don't know, I just kind of thought, well, maybe I should kind of focus on some of the things that are important to me in my life.
And if
So-
a guy wants you, he'd have to be busy too, or it wouldn't work.
No, you know what the perfect boyfriend is for me?
What?
Out of town.
Same here. Out of town!
I dated somebody that lived in Seattle, and it was, to me, it was very wonderful because you
Yeah,
know,
out of town
he
is
was
great.
busy during the week, I was busy with my life. We'd see each other on the weekends
That's
or whatever.
perfect.
It was perfect. It didn't have to be like somebody, I don't know.
Smothering you.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah. So what about?
Well, you know, there's guys that just want to hang on, just like, go away, please.
I'm not. I don't like that. I can tell you
But,
right
but
now.
I agree with you, it's better if they're out of town.
Now, some people wouldn't like it. Some people would not like that. Some
Because
people.
I've been alone now for so long that would
Yeah.
be perfect for me. If I had a guy with me, I don't know what I'd do.
Right.
Who's there all the time.
Right. Or I always say, you know, or if somebody wants to date me or something, I'll say, you know, you don't, because I don't like the texting all the time, the calling all the time. What are you doing? Where are you at? I'm so independent, but I'm not opposed to sharing my life with someone. But if that
I'm
person's
not
needy,
either.
it's not. They're
If,
not.
they, if,
for
they're,
me.
if they're needy, then that won't work.
Yeah. What about you, ladies?
I had one that would look at my phone. I'm like,
Oh well, that's not going to work.
I hated.
I mean, I don't have a
control
problem with
like-
someone looking at my phone, having my passcodes, but if you
Yeah,
feel,
but they look at your phone and read your message. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
yeah, that's not.
That's
me.
a guy I slept with last month. I would say that so they'd shut up and leave me alone. But it wasn't the truth.
Were you just joking?
Yes. They
Come on, fess
They
up.
finally backed up.
Get the dollars out, ladies. Laura's
No,
messing
no,
up.
they finally backed off.
Oh.
I'm not saying who, but they did that. you
Yeah,
know?
I feel like if you have to spy on someone or check everything, it's not right.
They
I
should-
wouldn't do that to somebody. And if I felt like something was going on, I would just say, I'm not going to argue about
But
it.
it's like this, if you're in a relationship, you should each have your own privacy. What I liked about my marriage with my husband that passed away, we had yours, mine, and ours. We had separate bank accounts, and we had a bank account together. If I talked to guys, he wouldn't care. I mean, he'd yell at a girl and say, God, look at those knockers. I said, when you like to grab them. He goes, then she'd knock me out. That was Bill. No, that's how he was.
Tip for the ladies: when you are with your man and you see a beautiful lady, you need to be the first one to say it, because you might as well just say what they're thinking. You might as well just say, "Isn't she pretty?" You know, oh yeah.
I go, you wish my boobs were that big? Well, no.
Well, let's see. No, just joking, everybody. This is rated G. We are rated
But
G.
my point
Just
is,
because I showed you my socks doesn't mean
he wasn't the jealous type, and neither was I. So it was actually cool.
Yeah.
I'd see a good-looking guy. I'd say, God, look at the ass on that guy. Whoa.
Woo!
And he wouldn't even get mad.
I'm blushing.
Of course, then the guy would turn around, and I'm like, oh, God, turn around, please.
Laurel.
No, in other words, that's how our relationship was. He would never read my mail, and I would never read his mail unless he asked me to. That's how we were. We respected each other.
Good. Yeah.
If it had both of our names, that was different. But if he got mail in his name, I never looked at it. He never looked at mine, and yet we were married. People go, well,
And
how
you
come
probably
that is?
loved each other crazy.
That's how our relationship was.
Yeah. Well,
And he told me I could read his letter. I said I won't because my name isn't on it.
that's respect, right? What do they say? Like the three things about a relationship: respect. Maybe it's just respect. No, respect. Making love is
And I
good.
could buy whatever
Respect.
within reason, and he didn't care. I didn't have to tell him. He'd look at a bill. Oh, you bought some of those? Yeah. He goes, whatever.
Yeah, nobody wants to be married to a parent, a parent like type.
But that's
person.
how Bill was. Remember, Candace? He's pretty laid back. I tease him about some of the chicks at work.
Well, now that we know that we're going to have speed dating, probably in
And you'll
2019. No,
You'll win.
no. And we're going
Candace
to put
will
a
win.
$1 in the pot. So for the first person that goes out on a date in
have to go
2019,
to-
you're going to know about it. What else is planned for next year? Does anybody have any like trips or New Year's resolutions or
We're going to the beach in June.
beach trip in June? Staying at the same place?
Yeah.
I got to go with Candace a couple years ago.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, you guys always have fun. Do you guys drink when you're there?
I do. I take
You
my
do?
Jack Daniels.
That's right. You're the Jack girl.
They don't care. I don't get stupid.
Yeah. What else is next? So 2019. What's going on next year? I think I might get a new car.
Well,
In the
I
spring.
want to get a new rig.
What would you get?
I want to get an SUV. Hopefully, before we go to the beach, that we have one big rig we just load it up.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter got a 4Runner,
Yeah.
and they're beautiful.
4Runner?
Yes.
I had a 4Runner. They're nice.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be really good on
And we could
gas
go. We
mileage.
could go on the beach and go on the
Yeah,
sand
probably about
dunes.
19.
See if I can
Oh,
get
okay.
you stuck.
Because I use my car for work, so. But
in your car.
I
We had fun the other day, though. Me goofing around with you guys.
would.
I'm gonna go this way at the car. I'm gonna go that way.
Where were you?
We were at Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver. Did you guys go shopping?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
We went to Costco. We had fun.
The
Love-
Three Stooges.
Oh, I can just see you guys at Costco. Yeah. Well, my wish is this
But
year.
she didn't need a big cart for just one item. She had more in it this
I
time.
didn't have one item this time.
I know you had more in it.
13 items. Just put a few.
Wow. Well, my wishes this year for everybody for Christmas are for health and happiness, to realize what the true meaning of Christmas is for those of you that celebrate it. There was a thing on Facebook today. This could be a little controversial, but there was a thing on Facebook today, and I can see both sides, but I'm very heavy on one side, and I'll tell you what that is. But a nativity scene was put up in
I
Woodland,
saw that. I
and
did
it was on public property, and some people complained to the city of Woodland, and the city of Woodland went and removed the nativity scene and moved it to somebody who donated their private property. So, there's always a little bit of understanding over here, but I think at what point, really, I mean,
Is it too much?
is it too much?
What's the difference on public property or private property?
Well, because if it's private, excuse me, if it's